Hey, it's Diane from DianeHockman.com, and today I want to talk about generating offline leads for your home business. A lot of people get into a home business and they're not really totally up to speed on all the internet stuff, so they want to do it offline. Plus, I got to tell you, generating offline leads for your business is just darn smart in a lot of cases because local people are often the best. If you really want to build a solid network marketing base, building something local really makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to run through a few, and then we'll probably do another audio or video another day because there's so many different techniques, but I'm going to give you some of the real basic ones. And some of them you might like, some of them you might poo-poo, but these are the things that I did back in the day when I was starting. I didn't know how to use the internet, and I had no skill. So first thing is where I came from, the company that I came from always used buttons, like a button or a badge that you wore on your jacket or your shirt. I worked in weight loss. So the button was about losing weight, but you could wear a button, and by the way, there's sources to get these made. You literally can go to the craft store and buy a kit to make them, and you can put anything interesting on them, and what happens is people they ask you about them. We call them button hits. So, you might have a button that says, learn how to make money with video. Let's say you sell video marketing stuff or something like that. And then what happens is people will ask you how, and you have a chance to get their name and number or email and send them a presentation and so on. So buttons, they're very simple. If you're shy or sheepish, it can be a little awkward, but let's face it, if you got to do what you got to do and you need to make money and recruit now, a button is a great option to get people to ask you about what you're doing. We also have, of course, the old car magnets or decals. Over at DianeHockman.com, look under, there's a tab there that says Cash Flow Rolodex. Some of the resources that I've used in the past are there. You can get magnets, you can get decals, put something on your car. Now, what a lot of people do excuse me, is they put their company name and stuff like that. I wouldn't do that personally because I think that means nothing to the person on the street. I'd, again, put a phrase that strikes curiosity in the person, okay, that causes them to call your phone number, to listen to a voicemail, or causes them to go to a website, maybe a corporate website or something. So put something interesting on those decals, but you can be getting leads while you're driving around. Now, the next thing you can do is create flyers, and there's all different types of things that you can do. I, for years, did flyers. They were 10 to a sheet, business card like. So there's 10 to a sheet, the same size as business cards, and we had, some simple phrases on it. It was like work from home, full-time, part-time, full training provided, free information, 24/7 recording. And they'd go right to a voicemail, or you can send them to a site if you have one. So those generate leads. Now, if you're going to do flyers, you got to do plenty. I'm talking you got to do a lot. You can leave them or drop them. And the old phrase in MLM was act like a rat and leave droppings everywhere. You were leaving flyers on the bank counters at the ATMs. I had these little glue sticks that turned things into sticky notes, so I'd put a little dab of glue and stick them all over the place. You also actually can get sticky notes custom and printed with your message, or you can get a rubber stamp made, and you can just stamp sticky notes. Again, guerrilla stuff, did it for years. It does work if you do it in quantity, okay? You got to do it hot and heavy. You can put together what we call pull tabs. This is a kind of like a poster that has little tabs on the bottom that people can rip off with your website or your 800. Actually, you don't even need an 800 number these days, just a voicemail number. But again, basic information, some general thing like lose weight like crazy, hot program, sweeping the nation, free samples. Very simple, trigger them to make a phone call or go to a website. Has little tabbies across the bottom that they can rip off. You see these on supermarket bulletin boards, laundromat bulletin boards, college campus bulletin boards, stuff like that. Those are the places you can hang those. By the way, big tip, this is a big tip, community colleges, if you have one local, are a great place to put up these type of things, especially for business opportunity stuff, because most of the students are actually older. They're adults going back to school, so you're not dealing with kids, and most of them are looking for extra money. That's why they went back to school in the first place, to improve their skills, to make more money. So if you have a biz op, pull tabs on a college community college campus. Great thing. Again, legwork, time, you got to do it consistently and get a lot of them out, but they do work. You also can do door hangers. These are special printed, I don't know how you want to explain them. Your pizza guys and stuff, if you live in a more either suburban or urban area, you've had, pizza guys and Chinese food guys and stuff come around, and they leave these hanging on your doorknob with a message. Sometimes carpet cleaners do it, different services. If you just look up door hangers on Google, you'll find different services, or check the cash flow Rolodex on my site. I think I have a service there. So door hangers, again, a lot of legwork. You can hire a kid, if it's not a money issue, but you're just trying to develop local business, hire a 13-year-old boy to ride around the neighborhood on his bike and hang these. They love to do that. They do it cheap. They're super happy. So these are just some of the many ideas. Actually, my mind is going, and I'm thinking of a couple more. You can go around to local businesses, restaurants and so on, and you set up a box. It says, win a free lunch at this restaurant. And yeah, you've seen that, guys. Win a free lunch at the, XYZ diner. And it's like a bowl, or it's a fish bowl, or it's a box, and they put in their business cards. You get the restaurant to give you permission to leave it there because you're buying the gift certificate for the lunch from them. So they're getting the business to let you do that. People put in their business cards, and now you got a whole batch of leads. And of course, you know that they're decent leads because they have business cards, so they have a job or a business or something, So people that don't work don't have business cards. So that's just another idea. There's so many. I could do a whole day seminar live on offline, all these crazy tactics and techniques we've used over the years. Also, don't forget your local newspapers and so on, publications. There's ads on the back of cash register receipts. There's the Val Pack that comes in the mail. There's a million different ways to get offline leads. So if you have questions, leave me a comment wherever you see this. Ask me a question. Always check DianeHochman.com, and make sure you put your name and your email in, because I send out all kinds of stuff. And if you have questions or something you want me to cover, I'm always happy to. Got to be on my list. I'm not going to go out of my way to do this stuff for you, okay? Unless you put your name and email in so I can help you out. We'll see you guys later. Take care.